We believe 99% of orb photographs do not have anything to do with paranormal activity. Orbs can be created by water vapor, dust particles, reflections of light, etc. Orbs are one example of false positive photographs. Here are some examples of others.
And false positive photographs are things that you might think is a ghost, but in fact it's something different.
Photoshop, fog, moisture in the air, and cigarette smoke.
What is a skeptic? A skeptic is a person who questions the validity or authenticity of something purporting to be factual. Everybody in our group considers themselves at least a little bit skeptic, because we do believe that it's healthy to be skeptic, and we always go into a place trying to disprove something before saying that it's haunted. And we feel that skepticism is a very valuable trait in any scientist, and because we do take a scientific approach and we are performing studies when we are doing these investigations, we do consider ourselves to be scientists. We need to always be able to reason when strange things happen. An example of this is if you walk into a room or you investigate a home, and every time you walk into that home or that room, the light turns on, you have to exhaust all your other options about why the light's turning on before you can say that something's haunted. So maybe, there's a shortage in the wiring. You just need to really try to figure out what that is before you can say something is haunted. And like the bottom line says, you want to never jump to conclusions about a haunting, but you never want to close your mind because there could be something there.
Now we're going to talk about the equipment we use. The first piece of equipment we use is called the K2 meter. It's a handheld device that is known as the electromagnetic field detector. An EMF detector locates and tracks energy sources and picks up on fluctuations in electromagnetic fields in the surrounding environment. And because spirits are comprised of energy, it is believed that when an anomaly is present, it disrupts this field. And it's not the most reliable piece of equipment in the field because it can pick up on radio frequencies as well as many other things. And it responds to it as if it was an EM field, and it's not. And older styles are not as reliable. The two styles we have are the toggle switch, where you flip the switch on and you can start scanning a room and seeing what the base reading is. And our second kind we have, we press the button in and it's ready to go. The older styles, the button here, you have to hold it in or it doesn't work. And a lot of people stick a coin in there to keep the button pressed down. But if the coin becomes loose or anything, it can give you a false positive reading. And you should always do a sweep of the area you're investigating before you start asking questions for EVPs and things, because you need to see if there's electrical wiring in the wall or anything that could be giving you an EMF reading. Other things that emit EMFs in your home: cordless phones, hair dryers, vacuums, microwave ovens, televisions. Some things in the office that can are computers, fluorescent or halogen lightings, fax machines, photocopiers, and outside power lines, transformers, substations, cell phone towers. These are all things that emit EMFs.
Exposure to high EMFs can cause hallucinations, depression, paranoia, illnesses, fatigue, headaches, and forgetfulness.
And a lot of people claim that when they're having activity in their homes or businesses, that they're, having some of these problems or feeling depressed, or they're seeing things that aren't there. But if they check the rooms out, most of the time they can probably find out that it's something other than paranormal activity. It's probably, tied. We did a home, and the lady had an alarm clock sitting right by her bed. And she didn't know this, but it has a K2 meter spiking all the way up. Up into the 20 plus of the milligauss meter. So it was just constant going off, and we told her that it was because of the alarm clock by her bed, because she was having feelings like people would come in and sit down on the bed with her. So Another form of equipment we use are audio recorders. As you can see, we have a variety of them, and we have even more at home. But we use these recorders to capture EVPs. EVPs are electronic voice phenomenons, and those are voices that are not present at the time of recording. And white noise is a type of noise that is produced by combining sounds of all different frequencies together. If you took all the imaginable sounds that a human can hear and you put them all together, you would come up with white noise. And you can remember this because if you combine all colors together, you come up with the color white, or lack of color white. But anyway, two theories of how white noise is linked to EVPs is that entities take sounds in the ambient environment, which is the environment outside of ours, and somehow reorganize them into coherent words. And white noise can be used to filter out background noise or enhance EVPs when listening to our recordings.
The next piece of equipment we use is spirit photography, and the best camera to use for this is a 35mm no flash black and white film with a winder. There are several different benefits to using digital cameras, however, for spirit photography, because you can instantly view the pictures you've taken and you don't have to get them processed, which is what you have to do with just a regular camera. And some digital cameras can also record partially or fully in the infrared spectrum as well. If you're selecting a camera for spirit photography, you should look for one that offers high res and low interference noise and low light.